Welcome to Streaming News Network by Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A maritime confrontation is raising tensions in the Middle East. President Donald Trump says a U.S. Navy vessel intercepted an Iranian-flagged cargo ship attempting to move through a restricted area near the Gulf of Oman. According to the president, the guided missile destroyer USS Spruance issued warnings to the cargo ship, identified as the Tuska, but the crew did not comply. Trump stated that U.S. forces disabled the vessel, bringing it to a stop, and that U.S. Marines have since taken control of the ship. The administration also claims the vessel had been under U.S. Treasury sanctions due to alleged prior illicit activity. No independent confirmation of the incident has been released, and Iranian officials have not responded publicly. The situation adds to ongoing tensions in the region, where shipping routes remain a focal point of international concern. This is Streaming News Network. A growing trend in higher education is allowing some students to earn college degrees at unprecedented speed, raising both interest and concern. At the center of the conversation is University of Maine at Presque Isle, where one student completed a bachelor's degree in just 3 months and later earned a master's degree in 5 weeks through an accelerated online program. The model, often referred to as competency-based education, allows students to progress by demonstrating knowledge rather than spending a set amount of time in class. Programs like the university's Your Pace system charge a flat fee per session, encouraging students to complete as many courses as possible within a short period. Supporters say the approach offers a faster, more affordable path for working adults, particularly those returning to finish degrees or seeking career advancement. However, critics, including leaders from organizations like the Council of Independent Colleges, warn that compressing years of coursework into weeks or months may raise questions about academic rigor and the long-term value of such degrees. Education officials say they are monitoring the trend closely, as institutions balance accessibility, affordability, and academic standards. This is Streaming News Network. A growing concern among drivers of electric vehicles is drawing attention to an often overlooked cost of ownership: tire wear. Electric vehicle owners are reporting that tires may wear out more quickly than in traditional gasoline-powered cars. Experts say the issue stems from several factors, including the added weight of large battery packs, the immediate torque delivered by electric motors, and the effects of regenerative braking systems. Unlike conventional vehicles, where tires may coast more freely, electric vehicles place more consistent stress on their tires, even during routine driving. Industry analysts note that while electric vehicles offer benefits such as lower fuel costs and reduced emissions, faster tire wear can increase long-term maintenance expenses. Drivers are being advised to monitor tire condition regularly and consider models designed specifically for electric vehicles to help manage wear. This is Streaming News Network. Artificial intelligence is offering new insight into the side effects of widely used weight loss and diabetes medications. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania analyzed more than 400,000 posts from tens of thousands of users discussing GLP-1 drugs. While common side effects such as nausea and digestive issues were widely reported, the study also identified lesser-known complaints, including menstrual irregularities and temperature-related symptoms like chills and hot flashes. According to researchers, about 44% of users mentioned at least one side effect, with nausea being the most frequently cited. However, experts caution that the findings are observational and do not prove the medications directly cause these additional symptoms. Researchers say the results highlight potential areas for further clinical investigation as the use of these drugs continues to grow. This is Streaming News Network. A national debate is intensifying over congressional authority as U.S. military involvement abroad continues. During a weekend broadcast, Michael Smerconish called on lawmakers to formally authorize ongoing military action involving Iran. Smerconish argued that Congress should take a clear vote under the War Powers Resolution, which requires lawmakers to approve or halt military operations within a set timeframe. He emphasized that a narrowly defined authorization, focused on preventing Iran from developing nuclear weapons, would clarify legal authority for the president while ensuring accountability to the public. The comments come as the statutory deadline approaches, placing pressure on Congress to act after weeks of continued military engagement. Lawmakers remain divided, with ongoing debate over whether to formally approve the operation or seek to limit executive authority. This is Streaming News Network. A significant moment in the early life of one of America's most influential religious figures is being honored today in North Carolina. A historical marker is being unveiled to commemorate a turning point in the life of Billy Graham, tied to a 1930s tent revival that helped shape his future ministry. The dedication ceremony is taking place in the Plaza Midwood area of Charlotte, near where Graham was born and raised. Organizers describe the event as marking a watershed moment that helped launch a ministry which would later reach millions worldwide. Among those scheduled to speak are Graham's grandson, Will Graham, along with longtime associate Leighton Ford and local developer Bobby Spear. The marker aims to preserve the historical significance of the revival and its lasting impact on American religious life. This is Streaming News Network. A federal sentencing has been handed down in a high-profile fraud case tied to pandemic relief funds. Carmine Agnello, the grandson of notorious crime figure John Gotti, has been sentenced to 15 months in federal prison for his role in a COVID-19 relief fraud scheme. Prosecutors say the case involved more than $1 million in fraudulent claims. Agnello had faced the possibility of a longer sentence but argued for leniency, citing family medical concerns involving his mother, Victoria Gotti. The presiding judge ultimately issued a reduced sentence while also ordering Agnello to repay more than $1.2 million in restitution. Defense attorneys said his family connections may have added scrutiny to the case, while the court emphasized accountability for misuse of federal relief programs. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. The family of Mark Warner is mourning a profound loss. His daughter, Madison Warner, has died following what the family described as a long battle with juvenile diabetes and other health conditions. In a statement, Senator Warner and his wife said their daughter brought love and joy to their lives and that her passing leaves a deep and immeasurable void. The family has requested privacy as they grieve. Madison Warner had largely remained out of the public spotlight, though her father had previously spoken about the challenges of living with type 1 diabetes and the importance of access to affordable treatment. Condolences have come from leaders across the political spectrum, including J.D. Vance, Abigail Spanberger, and Tim Kaine, all expressing support for the Warner family during this difficult time. Decades after one of the worst nuclear disasters in history, a surprising ecological transformation is unfolding in Eastern Europe. In the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a vast area still considered unsafe for human habitation, wildlife is not only surviving, but thriving. The region, evacuated after the Chernobyl disaster, is now home to wolves, bears, lynx, and herds of Przewalski's horses, a rare species once on the brink of extinction. Scientists say the absence of human activity has allowed ecosystems to rebound, with forests overtaking abandoned towns and animals adapting to the environment in unexpected ways, even sheltering inside crumbling structures. While radiation remains a concern, researchers report no widespread die-offs, though some subtle biological changes have been observed in certain species. However, new risks have emerged. Military activity in recent years has brought fires, environmental disruption, and renewed instability to the region. Despite those challenges, experts describe the area as a powerful example of nature's resilience, an environment too dangerous for people, yet increasingly rich with life. This was Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network.
Thank you for listening to Streaming News Network videos and shorts. Please like and subscribe to our news channel.